Welcome back to The Big Picture. We're talking all things the Erie County Fair. And we're talking about, the entertainment and the food and all the things that you can do at the fair. And again, it's a family experience.
It is, and WBBZ is a proud co-sponsor. We talked about Fair Day Live, but we have a gazebo at the fair, and this is the third year that we're in the historical building area where the park is, and it's a wonderful area. It's a gazebo that has a spinning wheel. There's a lot of wheels at the fair. We had tried a game, it was like a Plinko game, Buzz Drop we called it, and it was nice, but people love the wheel. So
I used to be a big wheel too, but that's a long time ago.
That's a good line. I may use that line. Maybe. So you spin the wheel for $1 and everybody gets a prize. So if you spin and you land on a picture of, say, you, or a picture of me, or a picture of Uhura from Star Trek or Offbeat Cinema, you get a prize. $1, it's $1 off Salvatore's Pizza, it's $1 off Bob's Pierogi, $1 off a jar of Chef Sauce, or you get something when you win on the big winner. You can win a Frisbee, you can win a water bottle, a bag, certificates to Rockies games right here in the mall, movie tickets to
LED flashlight, that's one of my favorites.
The LED flashlight, and all of that money to benefit Prevention Focus, preventionfocus.org. Our friends Matt Smith.
Great organization, yep.
So if you have young people in your family and they're in school and they're learning about the dangers of smoking and drinking and drug abuse and now any addiction, food addiction even, and also now they're doing more of mental illness and ending the stigma of dealing with that, because so many young people are challenged on that. So the prevention focused people, they get every single dollar.
100%.
100%. And that money goes to them. Now, that's great because they are great ambassadors for us as well.
Yep.
They've been doing this now about 7 years with us with various incentives. We had the football toss at the Taste of Buffalo. So the prevention-focused people are really there, and you can talk to them. So they're a great group of people. So we thank Matt Smith.
We love partnering with Matt Smith and Prevention Focus. And again, the station is all about family. That's our values. That's how we serve Western New York. That's what we're here for. And speaking of families, I have to give a plug to the Erie County Sheriff's Department. They have a service at the mall, at the fair. The old building that was Channel 4's building originally, there's a building there where they have set up a child ID service. You bring your children in there between the ages, from toddler up to the age of 15, and they will make an ID card with their picture on it and a fingerprint, so that if, God forbid, if they go missing, if there's any problem whatsoever, there's an ID card for your child with all the necessary information. It's a very good service, and it's free. The Erie County Sheriff is there to help, and stop by and check it out, because it's quick and easy to fill out the card, the information, and the kids love it. They love seeing themselves on the ID.
Well,
it's like a little.
It's important. It's important.
Yeah.
Tiger Schmittendorf, who's our friend, he does the security at the fair along with others. He's part of that team. And at a recent department head meeting, he talked about how important even taking a selfie on your phone, say you're the mom and dad or the grandmother, grandfather, aunt and uncle, if you're the adult, and you take a selfie with your child or the children you're with, he said it's amazing when a child goes missing, you draw a blank.
Right.
You're just like, I don't know what they're wearing, I forget. They're in panic. And having that image of that selfie, or the image that you just identified from the card from the Sheriff's Department, it's something that it's like an insurance policy.
There's these little things that you don't think about until something bad happens, or something, they can get you all upset when it does happen, and if you just take a few minutes to think about it and then put it out of your mind, then if something ever does happen, it becomes so critical. Like, I tell my kids, every 6 months, take everything out of your wallet, put it on a copy machine, make copies of everything in your wallet, because once you lose your wallet, you forget what's in there. All your charge cards, your license, your library card, anything that's in there, if you lose your wallet, you forget, okay, now what was in there? What was the number on that card? How many
It's good. That's a good thing. I should do that. We should back up our phones too.
Yeah, those are the things you just don't think about until something happens, and then, oh, why didn't I think of that?
Now, did you talk about food at the fair? I must have missed that.
Food, yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, it was 180 years ago.
Yeah,
that was when this started. Food was big back then.
Well, the building that we're broadcasting from with Fair Day Live is now the Erie County Fair Cooks and Shops. And they do food demonstrations in that building all day. 180
years ago, right?
Well,
I used to mooch little pieces of steak out of Russell's,
yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
I didn't hear that either. So the Erie County Fair Cooks Building is right where the security building is, and right at the top of the Avenue of the Flags. So if you want to go in and sample, you can do that. Bob's Pierogies in there along with other vendors, and you can get an idea of what and how these recipes are actually concocted. And food demonstrations are so popular. I mean, the Food Network on television is so popular, so the Food Kitchen and Shop do the daily demonstrations. We should mention that on the Sunday that this program is going to air, that it's the Veterans Day for the fair, August 11th. So they'll be honoring veterans with active military with the Veterans Recognition Ceremony. They're going to do a big parade. And Veterans Day and you want to get there early for so many reasons. A lot of vets. We support all of our vets, men and women. Firefighters Day is very important because we're commemorating all of the great work of the volunteer firefighters. And there's a flag ceremony in Slade Park every evening at 6:30 p.m. So the fair is really on a patriotic mission. And, ladies and gentlemen, the fireworks. If you have not seen what Matt Shaw and the Skylighters of Western New York do, you gotta watch the fireworks every night at 9:30. And this isn't just, a couple of pops. This is a big, giant show. The same people that do a lot of the big shows in Buffalo, every night at the fair, fireworks every night. And if you stop by the WBBZ gazebo, Joe Malucci and the band got me a CD of patriotic music. So we'll play it loud while you're watching the fireworks.
Oh, yeah. That's great. And, the shopping, too, at the fair. There's a lot of shopping. You can go through those bazaars. I like walking around.
You like
there.
the whirly mop,
yeah,
right? Just clean the studio.
Yeah, I got a lot of that stuff. I'm a sucker for that thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much. I sit there and I watch the guy slice and dice and all the cooking stuff, and I'm a sucker for that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that's.
I walk out with armfuls of stuff, and
that's in the area that the event center that they have that.
I buy wallets and dolls and things and.
Well, they have a lot of interesting memorabilia.
They're going to make a show out of, they have the Hoarders show. They're going to make a show about me, guys who buy stuff that don't need.
Maybe you'll be on Lisa Welch's new show here on MeTV, Collector's Call, Collector's Corner, as I call it. Yeah. But the event center has a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
We should mention too that with everything there, there's a new Breakfast of Champions coming Wednesday, August 14th. We talked a little bit about the 4-H and the Ag. The Breakfast of Champions is now going to kick off the Erie County Ag Society's Scholarship Fund. So the students and the young people who are working with these animals, they are now going to be able to get some money toward their future education. And that's going to be held in the grandstand ticket office. You can get your tickets there. And the scholarship fund will benefit that. Pancakes, home fries. And it's going to be at 8:30 in the morning on Wednesday the 14th in barn number 1. So if you're near barn number 1, Richley, you can go and we'll meet there and we'll go and we'll do that. And we should give a shout out to our crew because our entire WBBZ crew will be there. Yeah. So if you see our team on the grounds, make sure you say hello and give a thumbs up and a high five because we're really going to be out there shooting a lot of video.
Buy them some junk food too because they need that. I mean, it keeps them going. Our crew loves junk food.
Our crew eats, maybe pizza. Maybe a lot of pizza.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. French fried bananas, anything that you can think of. Yeah.
Will we challenge you to that, Phil, for French fried bananas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Deep fried, whatever.
Yep.
So, now what is your earliest memory of the Erie County Fair? I mean, you as a Western New Yorker.
The demolition derbies. Those were. Actually, you know what? When I worked as a photographer, I used to have more fun covering the fair than any other job that I ever had. I once went to the fair and there were stunt drivers at the fair. Joey Chitwood was a stunt driver, and I went around the entire track, sitting in the back of a car on 2 wheels. Like the old James Bond movie. We went the whole track. on 2 wheels.
And you had your
it worked.
camera shooting
I had
that.
the camera. I was shooting it. Maybe we'll throw some B-roll in.
Oh, if
But
we can
that
find
was
it, yeah.
fun. It was, yeah. And then the demolition derbies.
Well, there's 2 demolition derbies. On the 17th, it's the ultimate night of destruction, and they smash everything. And then on the 18th is the world's largest demolition derby. So I don't know what the difference is between the two, except that things just crash, and interesting to see. No tractor pull this year. There are a few changes that have been being made on the grandstand. As we mentioned, a lot of free shows. On August 14th, the Happy Together show with the Turtles, Gary Puckett, Chuck Negron, and the Cowsills. Foghat will be there. And as I said, some great entertainers, and freestyle biking. So the Australian Pink Floyd show. So there's a lot of great entertainment coming up. But the demo derby, maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah, actually, you know, I love destroying things, so
Yeah.
that's good.
And you know, some people say, "Oh, when the fair's here, the summer's over." I think it's the best. It really is the best 12 days of summer. And this is the line that the fair is using. It's summerific.
Summerific,
Yeah,
yep.
the best 12 days of summer.
That's good.
So it's not over. We're right in the heart of it.
No, you gotta live the, you know, the good times.
Well, these are good times, that's for sure. And we're really appreciative of the Erie County Fair to allow WBBZ to have such a major role.
Well, don't forget, every morning of the fair, every morning we have a show that will tell you what's going on, and it's a fun show. So just for the entertainment value, tune in. And what time is it every morning?
8:30 a.m. And it's live on the weekdays, and it's a recorded show on the weekends. And you can also watch it on Facebook Live on the fair's.
And it's entertaining, and it will tell you what's going on at the fair, so it's worth tuning in. And
See us at the gazebo.
And the weather's going to be great.
Yep.
The food's going to be great. Did I mention food?
No, I don't think I heard a thing about it.
It's just like, okay, well, hey, that's it for this big picture. We want you to enjoy the fair, enjoy the rest of the summer. Enjoy WBBZ. And thank you so much for watching The Big Picture. This is your show, this is your station, and we appreciate you watching. And I like the feedback that we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of positive comments and suggestions, and keep it coming, because you know we love to hear that stuff. Anyway, thanks again for watching WBBZ and The Big Picture. We will see you next time.